my my review of Our Church and Halloween Story 1. It's not much of anything. It's just like a scene from a video game, pretty much. It's like an introductory scene without any gameplay really at all. It's just sort of if you give credit for having any gameplay, it'd be like a little chunk of story from a game. It feels like it would be an RPG, I guess, and it declared itself to be an RPG, but there's no fighting whatsoever in it. You expect there to be a fight, and there isn't any. There's no button I can push to see. Oh, I can change the. Interesting. I can change the way things look here. Yep. So you can change the view a little bit. I think it looks a little bit better this way. Yeah. So there's nothing really going on. You just walk around. Then eventually, little bits of story happen, and you can beat this game in about 20 minutes, probably, if you're reading through it and slowly enjoying it. But you probably beat it in like 5 minutes if you just click straight through. Yeah, this is what's this damn game called? It's yeah, it's Our Church and Halloween or something like that. And yeah, this is it. It's just this. It's just walking around and exploring and talking to people, and that's it. This is a little puzzle here, but it's the only puzzle in the game. It's just walking around and watching the characters talk, which is interesting in a way. It's sort of like a movie that you read, right? It's sort of like a little video game comic or something. I think you just let the characters interact and enjoy the story. It's not all that bad. It's got a little bit of charm, but it costs $1. So far, I would not recommend it necessarily. Like I don't personally regret buying it that much, but I wouldn't say it's worth $1 personally. Music's alright. Gameplay is, well, the gameplay is nothing. This is an RPG with no fighting in it, and no leveling or anything like that. And I don't think there ever will be any fighting in it. It's just sort of you walk around and watch the story unfold, which works in its own way, I guess. Anyway, I think that's it. See y'all next time. I would give this game a I'm gonna be generous and say that I'm interested in it. Tentatively, it feels like it could be a 7 out of 10, but I'm tempted also to give it a 0. Put it that way, somewhere between 0 and 7, because I mean this by itself is just nothing. But I feel like there's something interesting here, and dramatic and fun and cute, and yeah, I reluctantly give this game a 7. Yeah, Our Church and Halloween, or is that what it's called? Whatever it's called, 7 out of 10, I guess. It's a tiny portion of a game, is all it is. So keep that in mind. It's not. I wouldn't even give it credit for being like a mini game. It's like a tiny sliver of a game. It's like a tiny little mini chapter of a game. But it's dramatic. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of mysterious. There's stuff going on, and I'm interested to see more or imagine more of it if more never comes. I don't hate it, I guess. That's my review. 7 out of 10, I guess. See y'all next time. Leave me alone. I want to go home. Quiet.